Let's be like in the city.
Good. You know, getting her to speed. I mean, like, she's a DOB and like, it's not that she doesn't, she knows what to do. Going, you know, this agency wise.
So, go see them, why don't we get all excited? I get excited. And you heard me say, "God, did you hear me? Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to today's Board of Estimate and Apportionment meeting. The date is Tuesday, December 1st, 2023, and the time is 1:32 p.m. Present. I am here, Dr. Lucy Williams, the auditor. We have our budget director, Giddy Grande. We have our council president, Corey Ellis. And we can jump right in. We also, I didn't think about you, Petros, we have our deputy city auditor, Petros Hyla. And it should be a quick agenda today. We'll jump right in with the 2023 budget transfer request. The first is from our budget department, seeking to transfer $850,000. This amount will be coming from three separate accounts. The first is contracted services from Housing and Community Development in the amount of $1,000. The New York State Employee Retirement System Housing and Community Development account in the amount of $40,000. And Hospital and Medical Insurance Retiree/Youth and Workforce account in the amount of $10,000. Those funds would be transferred to the retirement/police account in the amount of $330,000. New York State Employee Retirement System / undistributed, yes. Employment benefits in the amount of $510,000, and then New York State Employee Retirement System / Youth and Workforce in the amount of $10,000. These funds are to cover the 2023-2024 pension contributions.
Is the retirement transfer to, it should be 830 instead of 330?
No. The general fund portion is 840. 300's going to police for PFRS and 500's going to miscellaneous benefits for ERS.
Okay. All right, the next request is from our office, the audit office, seeking to transfer a total of $5,573 from two separate accounts: contracted services in the amount of $4,000 and office equipment in the amount of $1,573. These funds will be going into training fund and miscellaneous to cover training opportunity reimbursements. $3,573 going into training fund and $2,000 going into miscellaneous. Any questions for us in the audit office?
No.
Let's keep rolling. The next request is from the fire department, seeking to transfer $20,000, $10,000 from uniforms and $10,000 from the other equipment account. Those funds will be transferred to contracted services to cover outstanding invoices for 2023. The next request is from the water department, seeking to transfer $60,000 from fees and services to contracted services to cover increase in lead replacement program activity and professional costs. The next request is from DGS, seeking to transfer $35,000. $25,000 will be coming from materials and $10,000 coming from public outreach. $25,000 will be going into vehicle expenses and $10,000 into contracted snow removal. The purpose being to cover motor vehicle expenses and snowplow contractors. As you all may recall, we have retained vendors for snow plowing, so this is the season. Frank just walked in. Are there any questions for Frank regarding this item?
Will we have snow before the years?
Not if I can help it. I think I said it the last meeting, pray to whoever you pray to, that no snow comes before it's together.
The next request is for recreation, is seeking to transfer $210 from supplies and materials to contracted services to replenish the contracted services account, which I believe is in the negative. The next request is from recreation, seeking to transfer $3,000 from supplies and materials to contracted services to cover mural painting at the Quail Street Boxing Gym. Before we transition to legal settlements, I just wanted to revisit an item that was on the last agenda. This was the item pertaining to the Thunderbirds, the indoor arena team. We had not heard back from recreation by that point. So that item was for joint promotion where the city and the Thunderbirds are working together to promote both the city and the indoor team. We just didn't have that description on the last agenda, but I just want to make sure I revisited that. Legal settlements. All right, Frank. We've had an issue where one of our DGS lawnmowers hit a car, so we have settled with Miss Vanessa Rivera in the amount of $247.80. Any questions about that? And then the last item is we're moving on to common council resolutions and ordinances. I'm going to request to the waiving of the reading for all of the ordinances.
Seconded.
Sorry. Do we have a,
I'll move.
okay.
Second.
So, you have in your packet all of the ordinances, any in particular, Council President Ellis, that you want to highlight, talk about? Okay. So this is the packet with the really all have. So these are all the serial bonds.
Cost the city, cost their own.
I'm sure you enjoyed reading all of them at the meeting. And we also have a slew of resolutions.
Yeah, I'll say the three resolutions were for the re-levies of the unpaid charges for this past 12 months. For water, waste collection fees, trash fines, board ups, demolitions, omitted taxes, which is a new thing for us, which is good. And what am I missing? Oh, the bids. The bid budget.
Can you speak to the omitted taxes?
Yeah. When a property that has tax exemptions on it is sold mid-year, the property then loses those tax exemptions and is subject to taxation. In the past, we have not done that until the basically the next year when the roll catches up with it, and that could lead to a property not paying taxes that it should be subject to for up to a year and a half. We corrected this in the last couple of years, and when we have small amounts that are owed on properties, under $200, we levy them like a tax bill for the next year. If they are larger amounts, we mail them out to individual property owners, giving them lead time to pay that off before we actually levy it to the tax bill if they don't pay it. So I think there are some larger amounts this year that we work. And it's extra revenue for the city.
Thank you. Any questions? Okay. So with that, I am going to, let me back up. I had a motion on the floor to waive the reading of the legislation. We had a second from Gideon Grande, and all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. May I request a motion to approve the agenda as is?
So moved. Second.
So we have a motion on the floor from City Treasurer Barry Shaw. We have a second from our Council President Tori Ellis. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So the agenda is passed as is. We will send out a final copy now. A motion to, wait, did I already do the motion to complete the meeting?
Nope.
Okay, good. All right. Motion to adjourn. Okay, motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We have a motion from City Treasurer Gary Sean for a second. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Motion from you.
I'll second.
I need a second. Okay. Motion from Council President Ellis, second
No.
from Gary Sean for City Treasurer. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. This concludes our meeting. Happy holidays, everyone. Thank you. I'll pass it over to our colleagues in the front. Thank you. You have stuff to sign if you before you leave.
On top of that.
Thank you.
So quickly.
I will move us through. We're good, yeah, all right, thank you, everybody. So I'd like to call to order the meeting for the Board of Contract and Supply today, it's Tuesday, December 5th, 2023. Today present, we have Gideon Brumby, Budget Director, Darius Shankar, City Treasurer, Marissa Franchini, Corporation Counsel, Christopher Marini, City Engineer, Franciola, Deputy Commissioner, DGS. The first item we have, the Department of General Services has offered the following: resolved that the Secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bid the following: lease of uniforms, Department of General Services. Said proposals to be received by the board at the regular meeting held Friday, January 5th, 2024 at 1:30. No bid copies are required. The Department of General Services has offered the following: resolved that the Secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids the following: welding and fabrication for heavy and light equipment. Said proposals to be received by the board at the regular meeting held Friday, January 5th, 2024 at 1:30. No bid copies are required. The Department of General Services has offered the following: resolved that the Secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bid the following: street sweeping services. Said proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting held Friday, January 5th, 2024 at 1:30. No bid deposits are required. The Department of General Services has offered the following: resolved that the Secretary be authorized and directed to advertise street tree planting program. Said proposals to be received by the board at the regular meeting held Friday, January 5th, 2024 at 1:30 p.m. No bid deposits are required. I'm skipping right over the new year, going straight to February, apparently. The following was offered on behalf of the Albany Water Board: resolved that the bids received by the Board of Contract and Supply on November 21st, 2023 for sodium permanganate or the water department be rejected for the reasons of the bid is that they cannot store the delivery quantity for the bids offered. And resolved that the Secretary be authorized and directed to re-advertise for bids the following: sodium permanganate for the water department. Said proposals to be received by the board at the regular meeting held Tuesday, December 19th, 2023 at 1:30. Each bidder is required to present a bid deposit equal to the amount of 5%. The following was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board: resolved that the bids received by the Board of Contract and Supply on November 21st, 2023 for spoil removals for the water department also be rejected. The reason for the rejection: the bid exceeded the budget. The resolve that the Secretary be authorized and directed to advertise for bids the Albany Water Board spoils removal for the Albany Water Department. Said proposals to be received by the board at a regular meeting held Tuesday, December 19th at 1:30 p.m. Each bidder is required to submit a deposit equal of 5%. Move on to the openings. We have for water and sewer supply, Tri-Sales Inc.
What is spoils removal?
That's the young one. Who's over? Yes.
Like, it's like that? I mean, I imagine that, yeah.
Yes.
That'd be my guess, yeah. For what it is.
Sludge and structural debris and crap.
Have you seen Ghostbusters too?
I'm sorry.
Have you seen Ghostbusters, Jeff? You know when the slime comes down?
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. It's
To
probably.
the victor
I like
goes the spoils.
I thought.
Why does the victor get trapped?
Better than the rest of us.
All right, so there's a bid for each group, and it's okay with the committee, waiting for reading and submit for these and the final agenda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And a bid deposit, bid bond was included. Second one is from Ford and Main LP. Bid bond is included, and also for this one, I would like to waive the reading to include in the final agenda. There was no bid submissions for the provisions of greenhouse structure and associated products. No bid submission for all tech equipment for limited maintenance and repair. No bid submissions for Kubota equipment maintenance and repair. No submissions for Moorback equipment parts preventative maintenance and repair. We have one bid submission for truck scale parts preventative maintenance and repair from Scale Service and Supply Company. There was no bid security required.
So there's.
There's also various numbers, if it's okay, I will, waive the reading and include in the final agenda. The following is offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that the SCADA Integration Programming and Emergency Services, award to General Control Systems for the total base bid of $105,100, as stated in their bid on November 21st, 2023. The following was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that the bids for, received by the Board of Contract and Supply on November 21st, 2023 for line slurry for the water department be rejected. For reason for the rejection, there was no bid to proceed. The following was offered on behalf of Albany Water Board, resolved that the sodium hypochlorite be awarded to Surpass Chemical for the total base bid of $2.08 per gallon, as stated in their bid on November 21st, 2023. The Department of General Services has offered on the following, resolved that the bid for the following bidder be accepted and awarded, the contract awarded to them at and for the price specified in their proposal, they being the lowest qualified bidder and theirs being the lowest bid. This project was for passenger tires, tire mounting and repair services awarded to Service Tire Truck Center. The Department of General Services has offered the following, resolved that the bid for the following main bidders be accepted and the contract awarded to them at for the price specified in their proposal, and they being the lowest qualified bidder and theirs being the lowest bid. This was for heavy truck tires, tire mounting and repair services awarded to Service Truck Tire Centers. The following was offered on behalf of the Department of General Services, resolved that the bid for the following main bidder be accepted and contract awarded to them at and for the price specified in their proposal, they being the lowest qualified bidder and theirs being the lowest bid. This was for light vehicle parts, preventative maintenance and repairs, also awarded to Service Tire Truck Center. Resolved from the Department of General Services, resolved that the bid for the following main bidder be accepted and contract awarded to them at and for the price specified in their bid, and they being the lowest qualified bidder and theirs being the lowest bid. This was for light truck tires, tire mounting and repair services, also awarded to Service Tire Truck Centers. The Department of General Services has offered the following, resolved that the bid for the following main bidder be accepted and the contract awarded to them and for the price specified in their proposal, they being the lowest qualified bidders and theirs being the lowest bid. This was for Bobcat equipment parts, preventative maintenance and repair, awarded to United Construction and Forestry. All right, Mr. Marini has offered the following, resolved that an increase in the amount of $550,000, change order number 2, be made to the New Scotland Avenue and State Street paving project. Contract for a city contract is $92.39. The new contract value being $3,006,023.20. Further resolved that the increase of 50 days be made to the final completion date with a new final completion date of December 31st, 2023. That concludes all of our agenda items. Can I get a motion to accept the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Thank you so much. That concludes today's meeting.